Hi folks, Training Tip Thursday, and today I thought I'd talk a little bit about how you can run faster for almost free. So how can you run faster for almost free? It's called running efficiency. One of the many things, but one of the things that really separates the elites from everybody else is they tend to be very, very efficient in their running. So what does efficiency mean? Think about it as miles per gallon, but instead of gas, our fuel is the oxygen that we're taking in. They are getting more speed, more miles per gulp of oxygen than you and I are. I'm sure you've heard of VO2 max. VO2 max is a good indicator for how fast you might be, but it's not an indicator of efficiency. And I think it was Steve Prefontaine and Frank Shorter. It was in some book I read where they gave the example that one had a higher VO2 max than the other, but the other one was actually faster. Why? They're more economical. They got a little bit better mileage. So how can you get more miles per gallon for almost free? A couple things reminded me of that. So I read this book recently, Meb for Mortals, and one of the comments that Meb makes in the book is that people say that one of the reasons that Meb is so good, qualifying the Olympics at 40 years of age, winning Boston at 39, both of those are pretty much unheard of. One of the reasons he's so good is because he focuses on all the little things. He disagrees with that. He says they're not little things. They're really important things. And one of those things are doing running drills. Now, running drills are certainly not the only part of efficiency, but they're a big part of it. The other part that reminded me of that is I saw a movie tonight called City Slickers, You Can't Catch Me, which is the story of Coach Bob Larson. Some of you may or may not have heard of him. He's been a running coach for probably 40 years. He's been Meb's coach for the last 20 years. He coached Dina Castor. He's coached a lot of really elite people. And it was really driven home watching the movie and seeing some of the things, just how important running form and technique is. Now, obviously, they're certainly working at an entire different level. They were playing the end of the Boston Marathon, and Coach Larson is saying that he knew that Meb was going to win because he saw that the guy in second was closing in. But he said he could also tell that Meb looked great. His form wasn't breaking down. All the work that Meb puts into running well was paying off. And he's in that last part of the marathon. He's ready to die, but he's still running strong and efficiently. He said the other guy's all over the place. He's falling apart. He's not going to be able to hang on. And of course, that's what happened, and Meb won that race. So Meb does running drills every single day before he runs. In fact, he recommends that you should do them at least a couple, 3 times a week and cut the miles back a little bit if you can. And so I'm going to agree with that. I think there's a lot to be said for that if you do not currently do any type of running drills, and if you want suggestions on running drills, well, you can get the book. Meb's got a lot of suggestions in here. You can look on Google. You can ask me. I can send you some YouTube videos of various types of running drills, high knees, butt kickers, karaoke. There's all kinds of different ones. But if you want to get a little bit more efficient, which will make your form better, which will help you be a little bit faster for free, you should really consider incorporating drills into your runs at least 2 or 3 times a week.